BYU makes a statement and a bounce back win over TCU with the final score of 44-13. This is my instant reaction. Just got back to my apartment after the game. BYU broke a 5-game losing streak against the Horned Frogs dating back to 2008. To put it simply, BYU looked like BYU again. Last week, I believe it was more about Texas Tech than it was about BYU, but BYU controlled this game from the outset, getting to a 17-0 lead and never looking back. The Cougars had a time of possession advantage of nearly 12 minutes. Bear Bachmeier got into a rhythm early and held it all the way through. That was the one problem with him in the Texas Tech game, just could never get anything going at the beginning. He stayed in a rhythm, 23 of 33 for almost 300 yards, 296, and a touchdown. He added 59 yards and a touchdown on the ground as well. Defense also found a rhythm, limited TCU to under 300 yards of total offense, 4 sacks and 2 interceptions, including a Tanner Wall pick 6. They, by the way, held TCU to 1 of 10 on third down. All in all, the Cougars put on a clinic and played like 9-1, number 12 ranked team and hopeful top 10 team should against a team like TCU. Remember, the Horned Frogs are no pushover, but BYU made them look like it. And that's what they needed to do. That's what top 10 teams do to teams like TCU. When we look big picture for the Cougars, playoff hopes are still on the ropes, especially as an at-large. Wins by Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Michigan, Ole Miss, and USC today all made things way more complicated. Barring more chaos down the line, winning in Arlington seems vital, and getting there is a non-negotiable. Going to Cincinnati next week will be a tough test for the Cougars, especially after a tough loss for the Bearcats against Arizona earlier today, especially with how BYU has played weaker and started slower in games on the road. Now listen, does the Texas Tech loss still sting a little bit? Yes. But remember, BYU is 9-1, knocking on the door of the top 10, in the top 15 currently. They're in the driver's seat for everything that they want to accomplish in the postseason. The sky is the limit for the Cougars, but they need to stay aware. As Kalani says to his team constantly, they need to stay humble and hungry.